Welcome to our very first Oktoberfest. What a brilliant way to start my favorite and the most beautiful month of all, October. And I can't believe we're all actually here. What a testament that is to our love of music and what we're doing and what these incredible students are able to do. So this is the first time I've ever had a recital in the fall, and I think it's just such a wonderful thing. It's certainly not a recital for this year. This is a true celebration of all of the milestones and triumphs of these students this past year of 2019-2020, a year of unprecedented obstacles that would have held most people back. But our hearts, our spirits, our work, and our goals have risen above it all. I do have one program note. My stellar Rachel Baffo-Bonney will not be performing live tonight, but her performance will be taped and added to our recital DVD, which I'm having recorded professionally for the very first time. So once my fabulous videographer, Rob Jones, I want to give him credit, has finished his job, I'll be getting the DVDs to each family. I won't wait until the next recital. And Rachel's encore performance after the awards will be something you will not want to miss. So, are y'all all ready? You excited? Okay, then let the music begin. hard to do. There are some moments in life that are just so exquisitely heartbreaking. You never want them to end. And that's how I felt about each and every one of your performances. Just astonishingly heartfelt and artistic and just so incredibly moving. You had to deal with the composure of wiping off the keys and still came in and played just in such, it was just breathtaking. And every one of you gave something so special of yourself to everyone here that will absolutely be unforgettable for all of us. And we thank you and we want to applaud you again. One of the reasons that I was so determined to have this recital was to provide the opportunity of honoring all the stellar achievements this past year of this great body of students. So we will start with Caleb. Oh, Caleb, whoops, I forgot I needed your help. So, never mind, we'll do that at the end. Okay, I'll get that later. Okay. See, y'all took my breath away and just, I've got to regain it. You have come so far. You're a true player. You participated in everything and performed with such great aplomb. Caleb reached a milestone this year in being eligible for the Fall Festival by preparing true piano literature for his first time. He entered with 2 superiors. He prepared for the level 3A theory curriculum with a very good score. And he entered the Spring Festival for his second time, earning 2 superior ratings in Elementary 1. And I can just see that gold cup that you'll be holding come spring, Caleb. Congratulations. So y'all can come up here. That's for you. Don't open it yet. Claire, I've never taught a student more gracious than you and who had such a genuine desire to do things right. When you walk into the music room, you just make my heart glad. Claire completed her level 2B theory curriculum with a score of excellent. So this is for you, Claire. Reynolds, you are always so congenial and cooperative and have a great sense of humor about life's little surprises. And you were the first of my Monday students to notice that I had a new piano. So, Reynolds completed his level 3B curriculum with an excellent score of 88.5. Congratulations. Kind of stuck here. Jackson, you are such a delight and diligent and consistent in your practice habits that every lesson you play better than the week before. That is the way it should be, but that's also a piano teacher's dream. And I'm not sure I've ever seen a more dazzling smile. Jackson entered the Fall Festival for the first time as a member of the Virtuoso Club, earning 2 superior ratings. He prepared with his lab partner, Leighton, the level 4 theory curriculum and earned an excellent score of 89.5. And he entered the Spring Festival in 2 events. In piano solo, in medium, he earned 2 superiors. And in piano duet, you heard how he plays with his partner. He earned 2 superiors also in piano duet. So congratulations to you, Jackson. Uh-oh, I forgot something. Layton, you are so upbeat and fun. You make every lesson such a positive experience. You apply direction with great carefulness, and who could help but love teaching you? Layton entered the Fall Festival for his 2nd year, earning 2 superiors. And he prepared for level 4, earning a good score on his theory exam. And in the Spring Festival, he entered piano solo in the medium category with 2 superiors, and in the medium category in duet also earned 2 superiors. I would like to recognize Rachel in absentia for a stellar year of accomplishment in her 1st year with me. I so wish you could have heard her tonight perform, but you will get to later. And she is a dream student, and with any luck, in May you'll get to hear 4 Baffo Bonnies. Rachel entered the Spring Festival. I'm missing something. Rachel entered the Fall Festival and scored 2 superior ratings. For her theory exam, she prepared the level 8 curriculum with her partners, Faith and Grace. She had to skip 2 levels to catch up to them, but she did a fabulous job, and those girls had such great camaraderie. And I know y'all were glad to have a 3rd person in there, much as they love each other. And so Rachel scored a superior of 96. She entered the Spring Festival for the 9th consecutive year in piano solo in moderately difficult 2, and she earned 2 superiors for her 9th year. So Rachel will get that at a later time. Grace, your wit and brilliance as a word meister just delights me, and I enjoy you so much just for being you, and your name certainly befits your eloquence as a pianist. Grace entered the Fall Festival, earning 2 superiors. For her level 8 theory exam, she earned an excellent score of 89.5. She entered 3 events in the Spring Festival. In piano solo, in difficult 2, she earned 2 superiors. In piano duet, in very difficult 1, she earned superior plus. And in hymn playing in level 5, she earned 2 superiors. Congratulations to you, Grace. Excuse me. And finally, Faith, my fabulous Faith. They're just not words adequate to express the joy of teaching you. And you certainly achieved this year the level of perfection we've come to expect from you. Faith entered the Fall Festival for her, let's see, these have gotten out of order somehow. For her 7th year, earning 2 superiors. She scored a superior of 95 on her level 8 theory exam. She entered the Spring Festival in 3 categories. For her 9th consecutive year in piano solo in very difficult 2, she earned superior plus. For her 7th year in piano duet in very difficult 1, she also earned superior plus. And in hymn playing in level 5, she earned 2 superiors. Faith is one of the few students I've had to enter the Lions Club of Virginia Bland Foundation Music Scholarship Competition. Faith is awarded a Certificate of Musical Excellence, Out of a possible 100, she earned a 99 from one judge and a 98 from the other, about as close to perfection as one can get. So congratulations to you, Faith. Oops. A little caught up here. Okay, so Caleb, while I'm doing this, would you bring that box over, that first box? I think you're okay. Okay, all right. The National Guild is an event held each year in early May for which we start planning at the very first summer lesson, a full 10 months before the actual event. We prepare all year either a 10-piece national program or a 15-piece international program, each of which includes technical requirements. Thank you, honey, that's perfect. Called musicianship phases. The scope is comprehensive and only for the most disciplined and dedicated students willing to work that hard on technique and memorizing, and to sustain all year the pieces they learned in the previous summer and in the fall. But it is not for the faint-hearted, but what an impressive body of repertoire they have to show for their year's work. Each student is graded on up to 47 different standards of musicianship, and the overall score is determined by subtracting the number of A's, standing for attention needed, from the C's, or commendables. So in Guildland, the desired grade is C, and the undesired A. This year, 2 of my students met the demanding standards of a National Guild candidate. Leighton prepared his 3rd consecutive national program of 10 pieces and musicianship phases in elementary E. Because of the times, he had to submit his program virtually, a technical feat in itself. Leighton scored in the citywide circle, indicating that the student's performance is very polished, qualifying him to represent his school in a citywide or countywide competition. Leighton achieved this status with 30 commendable C's and 5 A's. Congratulations to you, Leighton. When a student earns 28 or more C's and A's, he or she is awarded a special commendation called Top Talent, and the name speaks for itself. The syllabus describes the top talent as indicating that a student is a musically and technically superior pianist, qualified to perform before any critical audience anywhere, even where newspaper critics may herald her flaws and praises to the world. Doesn't that just sound like Faith? She prepared a 15-piece program internationally for her 7th consecutive year, this time in preparatory class C, a full year ahead of her academic sophomore year last year. She earned the top talent circle with 43 C's, a commendable on every possible standard of musicianship except for additional pedal effects and soft pedal, which the judge would have had a hard time discerning on a screen. All of this and only 4 A's. My top talent National Guild student is Faith. I'm going to get the hang of this really soon. Gold Cup time is so rewarding because it represents a standard of excellence for not just the current year, but of an accumulation of at least 3 years or 6, or in some cases, as many as 9. This year I have the pleasure of presenting 4 Gold Cups representing superior achievement in the Spring Festival. For a 15-point Gold Cup, 3 years of Superior from 2018 to 2020 in piano solo goes to Leighton. You're welcome. In him playing a 30-point Gold Cup from 2015 to 2020, 6 years of Superiors goes to Faith. Don't go too far. I have a 45-point Gold Cup in piano solo that belongs or is earned by Rachel. This represents 9 years of Superiors, and can you imagine by about the 7th or 8th year, the pressure that's mounting to get that Gold Cup, especially for these huge ones. I never bring it up, but they somehow always know that it's the Gold Cup time. But she earned hers, and another 45-point Gold Cup in piano solo for her 9 years of Superiors in the Spring Festival goes to Faith. All right, now I need to, bring something else over. Okay, I'd like to share with you a quote from Chuck Swindoll on one of my favorite attributes, attitude. The longer I live, the more I realize the impact of attitude on life. Attitude to me is more important than education, than money, than circumstances, than failures, than successes, than what people say or think or do. It will make or break a company, a church, a home. The remarkable thing is that we have a choice every day regarding the attitude we embrace for that day. We cannot change our past. We cannot change the fact that people act in a certain way. We cannot change the inevitable. The only thing we can do is play on the one thing we have, and that is our attitude. I'm convinced that life is 10% what happens to me and 90% how I react to it. And so it is with you. I remember the exact moment when I sat up and took notice of the change in this student's efforts. It was last year's Fall Festival rehearsal when he sat down to play a scale. He lifted his wrists, clearly articulated each smooth tone, and floated off at the end. I was astonished. I knew then that our year was going to be different. This change in attitude and improved spirit of cooperation became our new normal, facilitating more focused attention to technique and the sound that follows. Judges took notice. He scored 2 Superiors in the Fall Festival and 2 in the spring. Comments included, "What a beautiful tone, articulation and style, fantastic. Keep up the great practicing for your great teacher." I do love it when they mention me. Well, my greatness as a teacher is directly proportional to the attitude my student brings to the lesson. And it was in that change of attitude that we have been able to make our greatest strides. Please help me recognize my most improved student for 2019-2020, Caleb Bubar. That's for you. You're welcome. All of you can see for yourselves what uniformly gifted and talented and hardworking students I'm blessed to teach. But one stands out like a beacon, undeniably, from the crowd. It's not just that this student participates in every judged event with 100% superior or superior plus ratings. It is the level of commitment and preparation that makes every performance extraordinary. Judges in the Fall Festival commented on how beautifully she connects to her music and her growth as a pianist as they've watched her progress over the years. Her Spring Festival judges were equally enthused in their adulation. One who awarded her a Superior Plus commented on the beauty and drama of her music, the attention to every detail, and her gorgeous and memorable sensitivity. Ah, she said, to be young again and have your energy and joy for all music. Another judge effused, simply beautiful. I can see and hear you playing in Tuschinski Park in Warsaw under the statue of Chopin. I'm always so excited when I start a new student, absolutely committed to the belief in that child's limitless potential. After all, as I've said for many years, you never know which hands might one day end up playing Rachmaninoff's Prelude in C-sharp minor. Those hands belong to Faith. For her extraordinary accomplishment this past year, please help me honor her. I thought I got through that better than I thought I would. To the men in my life who support me, advise me, encourage me, and run a whole lot of errands for me, you know that you make everything I do mean more. And Chandler, after all of those many, many years of being behind the camera, you finally got to relax tonight and enjoy my students as only you can do. For my darling daughter, Bentley, who couldn't be here but sent the beautiful flowers, I thank her for being my personal counselor, the daughter of my dreams, and who's given me my most cherished baby grandson, Lee. I probably should also acknowledge Paul for that. Parents, you have to know how grateful I am to you for bringing me these breathtaking students, such priceless treasures to work with. I lost 2 families this year due to the ramifications of COVID, so I especially appreciate that you have that balance in your lives where piano can still prevail. And to my students, you delight me, you astonish me, you try my patience at times, but there's no one in the world I would rather teach than you. Thank you for being you. And thank all of y'all for coming tonight and making this night possible. And I hope you loved it as much as I did. Thank you.
Because we all know that if it weren't for her, we would not be here. So thank you for another awesome year.
Oh, well, thank you. That's so sweet. You know, the only hugs I can give are in your gift bags. So, we're so grateful. Oh, look at these nice notes from everyone. We all just want to thank you for everything you do and take the time to let you know how much we think of you. Oh, that is really, really sweet. Oh, thank you so much. Oh, this side. What is this? Oh, well, that will be lovely, and I'd love to go there. Thank you. Well, thank you again for coming and for still being here despite everything. And I think that it's an amazing night, and it's going to be an even more amazing year this year. So thank you. Now I'll put my mask on. Yeah. I couldn't hear what you said.
Should we stand apart a little bit but still be up there without masks?
Yeah, I think so. We'll just be, well, it's a pretty big, why don't y'all all get up there? I think that's a great idea. And so y'all spread out and do one, and then I'll do one, and I'll get in there too. All right, y'all, look. Claire, you move to the front, honey. You can't be seen. I'll get up there. I just wanted them to have one. I'll get right here. I'll be next to you, All right, should we spread out a little?
1, 2, 3, everybody smile. Great, good job.
So, well, Reynolds, you did great. Did you know that Whitney came?
Yes.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
I'm great.
That was fantastic.
Oh, I'm so glad you were here.
I'm glad we were here.
Thank you, Mrs. West.
I wish I would have sort of put in an attitude. I'm like, I didn't come to there, but Caleb was
Oh, well, thank you so much.
I'll need to separately grab that quote for you.
That's a good quote. We liked that.
I was listening, I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. Who could that be?
Over by their fun.
Yes, it was
See,
wonderful.
Dan
Very
did
good.
the right thing, did